lovely dreamers, this is Dream Charmer here, and I am back after a little bit of a hiatus with a new speed art. And in this video, I am going to be talking about my thoughts on K-pop, which I thought would be pretty good considering that I'm just drawing Park Woojin here. And I drew this one back in December. Actually, it was a Christmas gift from my friend Andrea, who I have to actually thank really for getting me into K-pop. So yeah, I'm just gonna get right into this. I learned about K-pop as a thing probably back in, I don't remember what year it was, but back in grade 8, just for a little estimation, I'm going in for grade 12, so my last year of high school, and I learned about my last year of elementary school. So I've known about it for a while. I was not really into it that much. I've always been like a hardcore anime fan, and I don't know why I thought this. Like, I thought if you liked anime, like, you really shouldn't be getting into, like, not that you shouldn't be, but, like, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm cool, I know anime, that's Japanese, I don't need to learn about this Korean stuff, but it's pretty stupid. Like, I like K-pop now, a lot of people like K-pop. I don't understand, like, what the hell they're saying. Like, sometimes when Twice releases one, I'll be like, oh yeah, I can understand some words, and then, like, in Korean, no, I don't know, I still don't know, like, any Korean, but, yeah, so, like, for an estimation about kind of groups I'm into, I'd like, I'm trying to think. Basic stuff, Twice, Blackpink, Red Velvet, for girl groups, oh, Momoland, hardcore stan of Momoland, and K-pop taught me what stan meant. I didn't know what stan meant at all, but now I know, so that's cool. I like Stray Kids, GOT7, yeah, that's pretty, I think that's all my hardcore stans for guy groups. Not an EXO fan, not really. BTS, though, funny enough, the only CD I have for K-pop is BTS. But yeah, that's, okay, so I'm going to talk about actually BTS here for a second, because I know they're probably like the most popular group in Western culture, because they're the only real K-pop group Western culture knows about. They started with that whole MTV awards ceremony thing, ceremony, is that what you call them? Award show. Sorry, I don't really like Western, not that I don't like it, but I'm not really in tune with Western media, so I don't know what all these award shows and blah 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 stuff are. So, BTS, that's one if you go to any Western person who knows a little bit about K-pop, like, hell, even my mom knows who BTS is. And then she always asks questions too, like, hey, who's this person? Like, I don't know, I don't really stand BTS. But yeah, so, honestly, I think Western culture, like, it's a really good step that we're finally getting into K-pop over here. Like, there's been nothing like that. Like, we still don't know C-pop, though some people comment C-pop's not good, or J-pop, which has been around for a long time, like Kyary Pamu, as I say, Kyary Pamu, like, she's been around for a while and people still don't know who she is. I've showed that to my mom, too. Shout out to my mom, I show her all my weird shit. But, yeah, honestly, I think, of course, like, this is a good step for Western culture. It's out of their heads, like, everything has to be so westernized, like, it's either that or we had that huge fad with all that Spanish music that happened not that long ago. I think some people still really are into that Brazil fad thing, like, shout out to Brazil culture too. I mean, like, I've had friends who were Brazilian before. My school's really big into having, exchange students, I almost said transfer students. We're really big in having exchange students, so I've met a lot of people, different cultures, and, like, I'll admit, like, some of their songs are pretty bopping, but for anything, I'm just more familiar with, like, K-pop and stuff. But yeah, I think that's a good start, but come on, like, even for that whole Spanish music, like, they listen to so many different artists. Why is the only K-pop band that really Western culture, like, wants to deal with is BTS? I find that odd. There's so many other groups, like, even GOT7, once again, like, they're not as popular as they are in Korea as other countries, so why can't we see other groups come in? Like, maybe I think we should give it some more time, honestly. Like, I'm glad there's everything with BTS, but at the same time, the BTS fandom, the ARMY, like, they can be pretty intense sometimes, because, as I said before, I'm not that much of a stan of BTS. There was 1 month where I was, like, really trying to get into them, but their fandom is very, like, they're very highly into BTS. Honestly, I've never met someone who says that they're, like, hardcore ARMY who also majorly stands other K-pop groups. Like, I don't know. I know my friend Andrea actually too had the same problem. That's why she stopped. She used to hardcore stan BTS, and she doesn't anymore. And I keep saying stan, and I realize I probably should have said what that means. That's just like you're a fan of it. If you don't know, stan, fan, haha. For the coaster member, I don't know why I was an idiot for so many years and didn't know what it meant, and kind of just ignored it. Momoland was another thing I wanted to bring up. Many people might not know Momoland. They're kind of obscure, but they have that one really popular song, Boom Boom. And there was that whole scandal going on earlier about their studio like forcing them into more like revealing outfits. But I don't know, sometimes I feel like the K-pop fandom can be a little bit too aggressive on topics like this, because I remember sometimes they'll complain about their groups, like they're covering them up too much when they want to be more revealing, and then sometimes they wear more revealing outfits and they complain saying they're not covered up enough. Though Momoland, there's pretty much a line drawn there, like especially with Nancy, you can see her in a lot of her videos, or not her videos, Momoland's videos, like on concert, and she's constantly having to like pull her shorts over her ass, and that's just not cool, man. Like if it's getting to that point, I know, like it's really annoying. But also, that might not actually be the company's fault. Surprise, surprise. I hope people will understand what I'm saying here. Like, Nancy, a lot of people say she's the fat one in Momoland, which is honestly not true. She's curvy. She doesn't have that more ideal Korean figure where it's very straight, very narrow. She's curvy. She's a curvy girl. She has, like, basically an hourglass figure, and she has hips and an ass, and she has, like, good titties, but... Yeah, she's a curvy girl, and if you try to put her in the same outfits you put all the other girls in Momoland, where majority of them are that ideal Korean figure where it's very straight and narrow and thin, those outfits are not going to fit her the same. If you try to put an outfit on like one of my friends, like I have friends too who are pretty much that same ideal, the thin, skinny, like more straighter down figure, the tall girls, if you try to put a pair of shorts on them and a pair of shorts on me, I'm for the same. I have an hourglass figure. I'm pretty thick. Like, it's not gonna sit the same. So I don't really know if you can blame those industries as much, because they're not really as used to it. Most of these idols have to go through so many years of hard training. Like, there's a huge problem with anorexia and eating disorders in the K-pop community. Not community, sorry. In actual K-pop stars. And then if you have someone who's naturally curvier, like, it's harder for her. Like, I don't even know if it'd be physically possible for her to get that same idealistic figure. So they don't really know how to deal with that. I think just the K-pop industries have to be a little bit more open-minded to the difference in figures. And I mean, like, they have their own personal tailors. Like, please just stop. Don't give them all the same booty shorts. Give Nancy something, please. Let her cover her ass. Like, honestly, it feels so bad for her. And safety shorts. Like, give them safety shorts. Give them shorts that fit them. Just please be a bit more considerate. Okay. Koreaboos. That's the next topic I'm gonna bring up. And that's a hard topic to talk about, same as weeaboos. Because that term is also, like, really misused. It's like, it's get thrown around so much. And honestly, I'm just gonna keep this short and sweet. It's the same as weeaboos. If you decide that, hey, one day, oh yeah, I like K-pop, I listen to it a lot, I am Korean, that makes you a Koreaboo. It's the same for Japanese. Like, oh yeah, I like a lot of Japanese culture, I'm Japanese now. No, you can't do that. You need to be proud of your own culture. You can't just adapt someone else's because you like their media. That's not at all how it works. So if you know someone who likes K-pop, that doesn't automatically make them a Koreaboo. Please just leave them alone. I know it makes some people like really mad, and if you do it on purpose, if you call someone who likes Korean culture or K-pop a Koreaboo just to make them mad, like, don't do that. That makes you a piece of shit. Just stop. Okay. K-pop, some people take K-pop pretty far. Like, I know some girls in particular from my school, like, they'll be in class and instead of doing work, like, every day, it's always, they're watching K-pop videos every day. They're looking at pictures of their biases, like, biases is just your favorite Korean idols. Like, there gets to a point where you need to draw a line. Like, I like K-pop. Sometimes when I'm working, I'll put on K-pop too and, like, do it while I work. But if you're taking K-pop and you're putting it over everything else in your life, you need to stop. That's the obsessive point. It's the same thing too. Like, I'm not watching anime 24/7 classes. If you have work that needs to be done, you need to get that done before you can indulge yourself in your hobbies. Like, it's the same with anything. It's not just K-pop, it's not just anime, it's not just even sports. Like, you need to put the important stuff in your life first before your hobbies. Honestly. I guess sports could be different if you're going to be like an athlete in life, but unless you're planning to be a K-pop idol, I think finishing like one math assignment is a little bit more important than just looking at that same music video that you've looked over like 10 more times that day. Or like, okay, some simple solutions. If you want to listen to K-pop class, listen to it. Don't watch the music video. You have so much time. After school, you can just sit there and watch all the K-pop music videos you like. You can look at them, look at their hot bods, look at their amazing, awesome, crazy, probably shouldn't be humanly possible dance moves and fawn over them. But you shouldn't really do that. Like, if you're at work, if you're in the classroom, if you're at, I don't know, like at your uncle's funeral, like, please, just, there's times where it's appropriate and times it's not. Like, this shouldn't be a thing that really should be said much, but like, it needs to be said. It's sad, but it needs to be said. So yeah, that's just really the main stuff I wanted to talk about the K-pop community and their fandom, basically. If you like K-pop, which you might if you're watching this video, leave it down below. Like, who are your favorite? Give me like your top 3, your favorites, maybe. List your bias, and we'll have a conversation. Put it down in the comments. We'll talk about it. It'll be cool. So if you enjoyed my speed arts, or you just want to hear me put more discussions over my speed arts, I know usually it's just music. I can try to do more discussion stuff in the comments. If you have anything you want me to discuss in a future video, put that down there too. Cool, man. We'll talk. It'll be cool, bro. You and me. One-on-one. Anyone else wants to join, then can be like however many people, one conversation, coolio. So please just give that subscribe button like a little tap, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye. That sounded like a weird bye-bye. Bye-bye.